What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. So I just finished watching episode 2 of season 2 of The Boys. This one wasn't too crazy, but there was a lot going on in this episode. So we learned, you can kind of tell that the Deep had some deep issues, but he has a lot of body image issues, which is why he does what he does to women, which is no excuse. But he is still with this Eagle Arrow guy and this woman who's not a therapist but acts like a therapist. And they're basically trying to get him to, I guess, mentally be strong again or just accept who he is. And so this other, I don't know if he's a superhero or a villain, but this Eagle guy gave him like some type of shroom tea or something that kind of had him listening to voices, and the voice in his head was actually his, I guess, gills or fins or whatever that is that he's got underneath his suit. So that was basically him having a conversation with his body and basically just kind of accepting who he is and what he is. And you know, at the end of that whole situation, like, he was singing the song, what is it? You Are So Beautiful. And he's like crying. And it was just so bizarre. But I get it. So now I guess that is supposed to kind of help him become mentally stronger so he can get, because they're helping him get back into the vote after they just kind of basically kicked him out. But now, keep forgetting this lady's name, but the assistant, the one that's kind of supposedly running things, but not really, she irritates me. But now they're shedding light on these 3 superheroes. They've got, Maeve, they've got Starlight, and then they got this other one, and I keep forgetting what her name is supposed to be, but she irritates the mess out of me. But she, like, gives 0 Fs. Absolutely 0 Fs. She's not with the BS. She just, like, doesn't care. She wants to do her own thing. She's irritating, but, she's real. She's, I guess, honest about how she's not walking around here faking the funk for anybody, basically. She does some type of energetic something with her hands. I don't know, but they're kind of like, okay, they're shining light on them, but A-Train shows up, so he's not even in the bed anymore with tubes and stuff. So I don't know how he got better, but of course him and Starlight got some beef because he still feels some type of way about her being with Huey, and she's trying to get a vial of compound V. So her friend that kind of works there, I guess, something happened in his eye, but then he was just like, after this, I'm done, don't call me. He gave her the compound B. At first I thought that he saw her, like, it was inside of this little pouch with some tampons in it. So here comes freaking A-Train being nosy as hell. Well, what did you put in your boot? I don't know where she put it, but he's just being absolutely so nosy around her. He's really trying to take her down. She ended up hiding it in the book bag of the other superhero, the girl that I can't stand. But anyway, so Kamiko is still trying to, she's still carrying this little, I forgot the name of it. It's, it looks origami. It looks like a little origami bird. But she's trying to explain that it's a boy who he is. So then they end up Butcher ends up talking to Mallory again. So he basically needs to get to his wife. They all think that this all started with him looking at a piece of paper. So what he did was he wrote down all the visuals he saw when he ended up in front of his wife's house when Homelander dropped them off there. He's wanted for Madeline's murder, which he did not murder her. But he's trying to, he ended up at this restaurant where he wrote that stuff down in crayon, and then he ran away. So now he needs to find out where she is because they don't know. Homelander makes me itch. He is just all over the place with this, with his son, and I keep forgetting Butcher's wife's name, but he's just like not letting up. Like he is just being like irritatingly just annoying, really, really annoying, just trying to get this. He even told the kid to tell him, I love you back. Like, I can't stand him. I really can't stand him. So she got pissed off and she went and told the doctor, and went to, I guess, the doctor where the doctor had told Homelander the truth. Basically, they can't help her at this point anymore. They can't do anything. They can't hide her. They can't save her, nothing. So now she's got to think of a plan. Meanwhile, Butcher is definitely trying to figure out how to get her, how to get to her, how to save her. So that's that story for that. So during this whole time, now Starlight is still trying to get Compound V to Huey. She ends up going home finally with the Compound V, and here comes A-Train again. So she basically lets him know, look, I know you killed your girl and how. So that kind of ended there for now. Kamiko ends up, going with the guys to go find out where this place is that they could find the soup terrorists that they saw in the video. I think when they go in there, they're kind of looking around and they see this guy sitting in the back, this Asian dude. He looked back at her and she literally like twists his head off, clear off his body. I was like, you gotta see my reaction. But anyway, so she knew who he was. He was part of that whole terrorist group that had kidnapped her. And the guy that they're after is her brother. So she sees the brother, but then Butcher tries to kind of kill him after Huey tells him, yo, that's her brother. They run off. They start talking. They, figure out, okay, this is what happened. This is what they did to me. They're crying. They're reconciling and everything. So, but basically, he was asking her about the crew that she's hanging out with, and she was like, they've been keeping me safe. They can keep you safe, but he still has a mentality like he needs to be part of this terrorist group to take down whoever it was that basically, demolished their village. So he's not having it. Like, he's not trying to sit back and be saved. He's trying to go after whoever did this. So now they go at it. They're fighting each other. He's throwing her against cars and walls, and she basically like chokes him out until he passes out, and they take him off. So I don't know what's gonna happen now, but I don't think he's dead. They took him, and now they just gotta figure out where to go from here. So he made a deal with Mallory. Now he's gotta go find Butcher. Now he's gotta go find his wife. Huey is still just. He's got nowhere else to go, so he's got to deal with it. He gets punched in the face by Butcher at the end. And now Starlight's got to figure out how to get that Compound V to Huey. She texts him, obviously didn't text back. So, and then Maeve found out that her ex-girl, something happened to her, that she's in a hospital, but she's like overly protective of her because I guess Homelander doesn't know about her. So now she's starting to kind of open up to her about the craziness that is Homelander. She wants to protect her before Homelander finds out about her and does something to her. So, I don't know. But this wasn't as crazy as the first episode, but we'll see what happens in episode 3. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you guys think of episode 2 of season 2 of The Boys. Let me know if you enjoyed my review. If you haven't done so, subscribe to my channel, hit like, share, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you guys can get notified whenever I pop up on your feed. I'll see you guys later. Toodles!